Going to college and getting a degree before starting a business is a broken strategy that can actually be some of the worst advice you can follow. And I get why you would think this is what you need to do before starting a business, though. Society trains us that college is the only way that you can get an education that leads you to a safe and successful career. I know a lot of successful people that have gone to college and say that this is the only way to do it, but let me ask you, does every person who goes to college become a successful business owner? Or even wealthy for that matter? No. In fact, most go to college with no idea about what they want to do and end up grossly in debt and settle for jobs that they abhor just to pay back their bills. However, if we look at any successful business owner who has wealth and freedom, what is the one thing that they did whether they went to college or not? They just got started. They didn't need to know everything about starting and running a business. They didn't need a website, tax structure, a business plan, a business card, a logo, or whatever else. Yes, sometimes they had those things, but either way, they just got started with what they had and learned about what they needed as they went. So if they didn't need to go to college to get a business degree, if they didn't need a website to start a business, if they didn't need a 20-page business plan, if they didn't need a logo to get started, why do you assume that you need these things? Can you name me any business owner who had all the answers and was totally prepared to start a business before they got going? No. In fact, you'll hear most had no idea how they were going to make this happen, but they knew that they had a desire to create change in the world around them through their business, so they got started anyway. And as they saw movement, the how started to become more clear to them as they went. So, how do you get started with a business? We're going to dive into pillar number 3 of the Freedom Founder Formula, which is all about getting your money working for you so you don't have to work for your money. Now, when we talk about starting a business in that program, the first thing that we need to nail down to get started is what market or audience do you want to serve? When you nail the market you'll serve, you're guaranteeing that your business can grow and scale to provide you the cash flow and freedom that you're after. If you have an idea but you find that your market won't support it, it's better to know that first and then pick a different market rather than build out a whole business only to have it fall on deaf ears. Once you have your market or audience identified, you simply need to think about what journey they're on to get their desired outcome. What does that journey look like? When you figure this part out, you can then easily figure out what the first product or service to offer them is to help them get from point A to point B. And when your business delivers exactly what that market wants, your products will essentially sell themselves and provide you with more cash flow and success than you can imagine. If you stick with product first mentality, you're working harder to do the same exact thing with no guarantee that the hard work is going to pay off. In fact, you could end up back at square one with nothing to show for it faster than you think. So starting with your market first will make the whole process of getting started that much easier. But it can be sometimes difficult to validate a market to make sure it can provide a profitable return, especially if you've never done it before, which is why I'd like you to click the link in the comments and grab my business validator. It walks you through the easy 5-minute process that you can use to validate any business to make sure that it will work before you get started. So grab your copy now and let's get started building your business. Take care.